So, I became in touch with you in the writing and research of my brand new book, Radical Metabolism, which features an energy drink every morning and we call it the Energy Blaster. Coffee is the signature beverage. So what is in coffee that is actually good for you? Why have we done a 360 turnaround about the benefits of coffee?
Yeah, I mean, I think the short answer to that question is that a lot of studies in the 50s and 60s that talked about the concerns they had on coffee didn't sort for cigarette smoking or lack of exercise or alcohol consumption. And in the last sort of 10 years, they've stripped out all of that data of obviously bad habits, and they've reversed their findings on the health benefits of coffee. So, now all of the main groups like the WHO or the USDA have reversed their findings to say that coffee is a very, very healthy beverage for you.
See, that's so interesting. And I know with some of the literature that you send out, you say that you begin with organic coffee. Now, for our viewers today, why is organic important? What is so toxic about non-organic coffee?
Yeah, so we decided when we first started this business that we wanted to make every decision based on health. And the most easy, obvious decision is the starting point needs to be organic. The reason why it's an easy decision is because coffee is one of the most heavily treated crops on the planet, next to tobacco or cotton. And not only is it heavily treated, it's treated in countries that don't have the same level of oversight that you do in the US, which means the sort of pesticides and herbicides that are used on coffee could well be banned and are banned in the US. And so there's no oversight when that coffee comes into the US. So really, given the fact that you're brewing it and seeping the coffee, it's not a thing you want to have a starting point with pesticides. It needs to be organic.
See, and people don't realize that they've got their morning cup of pesticides in the morning unless it's organic. So you start off with organic green coffee as your starting point. And then you lab test it to ensure your coffee is mold free. And I'm just reading from your little inserts. Now, why is it important to test for coffee being mold free? Is coffee a source of mold?
Yeah, I mean, unfortunately, when you start looking at the different decisions behind how people produce coffee, often cost is a big factor. And when cost is a big factor, there's lots of sort of sloppy decisions that can create mold in the way that the coffee is produced, based on the way it's picked, the way it's stored, the way it's shipped. And so these sort of shortcuts can create poor quality coffee, especially because a lot of coffee has moisture in the coffee. So it's very easy to create a mold environment in the coffee.